All right, welcome back to another episode of NFC East Beef. I'm your host Hefe, and my co-host here, Jalen. Oh, other side, Jalen,
What's
our
up, y'all?
representative for the Eagles fans. You know us well. If you follow along, we got some new subscribers. I think we're up to 15, and for us barely getting started, like that's
Oh,
pretty cool. Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
know that. Wow. Shout
yeah.
out to y'all 15. We love y'all.
For
Your world,
sure.
we do it.
But really quick, we're gonna go over the schedules. The schedules got released this past Thursday, Wednesday, whichever day it was. So what we're basically gonna do is really quickly, Jalen and I will talk about our team's release videos if we liked them, if we didn't. I don't. Jalen, did you see yours?
Yeah, I saw the release video.
Okay.
It's just a guy sitting around a table kind of going through the games. It was good. I mean, it was good to see. I think from an Eagles fan standpoint, it was good to see Jalen Hurts kind of like get involved with the team. There's been reports about him being too stoic and all that. So for him to
Not
do
coachable. Like that's
Yeah,
interesting.
you've seen the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
reports, but
yeah,
for him
yeah.
to do some like social media, like schedule release video, I think like team chemistry plus two. You
So
know,
really quick, what was the video? You said they were sitting in a room and I saw they were reading something. That's basically it, or
yeah, it was Jordan Davis, Jordan Mailata, Jalen Hurts, Saquon, and
the stars.
the stars. It was yeah, like five of them, and they're sitting around like it looks like in the front office somewhere, just going through each game, where it is, what the opponent's like, and it was just like kind of like a raw conversation amongst them. You see them like I think one of the games was Seattle, and
Hmm.
like you can kind of see on like a few of their faces, like okay, oh, are we playing in Seattle? Are we playing at home? So that one's at home, and they're thinking like sigh of relief, we don't have to go deal with the 12th man. So it's
Yeah,
just cool to see that in real time, them kind of go through each game. So it was just kind of like a bunch of that, for each one, and then there was a little tidbit about Jalen Hurts pushing for the white Kelly Green jerseys. So
yeah.
to be seen.
I hate giving y'all compliments, and this may be against the grain, but I actually like your white Kelly Green jerseys better than your actual Kelly Green jerseys. That's just me. I know it's Philly, it's a staple, and y'all love it, and I get it. But I think they look cleaner and with that eagle on the side with the all
Yeah,
white.
yeah.
Um, it's still ugly, but no, I'm joking.
I
um,
understand why you have to say that.
yeah,
But at the same time, hey, I mean, I agree with you. It's they're both good looking jerseys, and the white is clean.
yeah, yeah.
But what was Washington's release video like?
Honestly, I was impressed because usually they're not really good at them. In my opinion, they haven't really been that good. But this year they did. It was like a school science fair,
Hmm.
and they had our running back Krosky Merritt. They call him
Yeah,
Bill, so
yeah,
it was like
Bill.
Bill, not a science guy. So he was going around and doing
Okay,
like,
okay. A little '90s reference, a little nostalgia
yeah,
reference.
yeah. And they're like, Bill, Bill, Bill. And they would do like a specific project for each team. So like for the Eagles, for example, they did like the dropping of the egg
Hmm.
to see if it
Yeah,
breaks
yeah,
as a science. That was pretty cool. Very, very
yeah. Okay.
very different. So I was like, it's not the best, but it was cool. Then they had some experience that didn't really make sense to me, but whatever, it was fun. Uh, really quick, we do not have a Giants or Cowboys representative. I know that Dallas did take shots at JD5 uh in their schedule release, talking about his mama and bro. Yeah, 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 yeah. So we had some people talking mess, bro. Can
In
you
the
believe?
schedule release video, we're throwing shots.
Well, that was the only one that I saw the like shots directly towards us about like something personal, not about the football field.
Okay. You're saying
But
all was within bounds.
yeah, yeah,
Outside
yeah.
of that.
But what really annoyed me, it happened either today or yesterday. Um, the schedule came out and somebody said they want their get back. They said they tweeted out, get back don't have a date.
Kid Bang don't have a day. Who was that? Who tweeted that?
Bro, bro, you looking it up?
I'll look at it. Who tweeted that? I
The
don't know if it's
audacity
gonna
of this
tell
man
me.
to tweet.
Oh, Emmanuel Forbes?
Yes, bro. The
Emmanuel
audacity of this
Forbes?
man, bro. He may not even be on a team come September, and you out here, bro. What?
A get back don't have a date.
Because
They pulled
we
this.
play them in Maryland or Landover this season. Emmanuel, I understand Cam Curl, I get that, but bro, were you not getting dusted
Mhm,
every game for
mhm,
120 plus yards? Did DJ Moore not have 130 yards receiving at like halftime when he was on the Bears? And
uh-huh.
Justin Fields was the quarterback? What are we talking about? I'm
And
sorry,
it's
that
in summer, like it's at y'all stadium.
bro,
It's not even like y'all gotta go to SoFi. He's talking crazy having to go on the
he's
road.
talking wild. And
That's funny. Does
he
he
may
feel like
not
y'all
make the
did him
team.
dirty? I feel like he was kind of trash in
He
Washington.
got no, so Ron Rivera drafted him. He was trash his rookie year. He started like 2, 3 games the next year, but then they gave him he was playing terrible. So Dan Quinn was like, nobody's gonna trade for you. They
Mhm.
released him.
Oh, he
And
got
he went to the
released, man.
Rams. Yeah. Went to the Rams, was trash the first year, but the second year he did last year he did pretty solid. But you're not a starter. You're still not starting for them.
So he got some confidence. He got some confidence at the last year.
And they
Look, I
just picked up
remember.
McDuffie from the Chiefs. Bro, he
uh,
may we'll see. We'll see. If he's on that field, bro,
I
I'm taking
remember
it personally.
AJ kind of gave him a rough game. AJ gave him a couple rough games.
Multiple,
I'm pretty sure.
multiple rough games. But anyways, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
We're not here to discuss petty players or anything like that. What we're gonna do is really cool. We're gonna go over the two teams that do not have a current representative on today's show. Like I said in the last episode, we might have a actual Giants representative joining the crew. So stay tuned on that. Jalen, I don't even know if I told you about that, but
Mhm.
yeah, it's very possible. And then Dallas, we all have stuff going on with our Dallas representatives. So each of us, have our babies running around. Corey has two of them running around, right? So
Mhm.
Corey will be back whenever he can. Unc will be back whenever he can. But yeah, let's get things going. Let's go through with the Giants really quick. So I'm gonna bring this
All
up,
right.
share the screen so everybody can see. There we go. All right. So the Giants schedule. So week one, Cowboys, Rams,
Ooh,
Titan,
720. What is that?
720.
September 13th. Okay, Sunday night. They got the Cowboys Sunday night, week
Wait,
one.
what are you looking at? Oh, week one. Yeah. Sunday night football.
Sorry, I'm seeing like 720 our time, 820 on your screen.
Got you, got
Um,
you.
Prime time, you know. There's a lot of hype, obviously, around Dart, Scatterboo. Is Scatterboo going to be healthy for week one? Do we know?
He shouldn't be. He tore his ACL
Right,
pretty
his
into the
injury. Let's see.
season. They don't even know if Malik Neighbors is going to be ready week one.
Oh, wow.
They're
Okay,
planning
so
on it.
yeah.
But two primetime games to start out the season. I will say this: while I saw promise in Dart to be the franchise quarterback, like he did show you know instances where I'm like, all right, yeah, like I can see you leading the team. I haven't seen enough for them to warrant 4 primetime games when y'all won 4 games last year. That's just
Prime
me.
time games.
And it's not like they were a Super Bowl team beforehand or anything like that.
Oh, they
Now
got y'all
Harbaugh
in
brings
prime
that.
time. Mhm.
Um, but really, so this can move as quickly as possible. We're just gonna go through and say each of us. All right. So Dallas, I think that's an L for Giants.
That's a L. I got it as a L.
All right. Rams, is that an L on Monday Night Football?
That's a L too. They're playing in SoFi. Yeah.
All right. So they got the Titans and the Cardinals.
Okay, sorry. I was trying to take some notes down.
I'll move
Titans.
Vest.
Okay,
Yeah.
Titans. I'll give that's a dub. Dub for the Giants.
Hmm.
And
Are
then
you writing it down? I
Cardinals.
can't see you.
Yes, yeah. Sorry,
All
no,
right.
I'm writing it down on my. I'm just so I'm keeping track. But I
Cool.
got Giants. That's a dub. Cardinals. They're playing at MetLife. Cardinals. Who Cardinals got?
Brissett, Love.
Brissett's QB1. Brissett's
Uh,
QB1 in AZ.
is he or is it
I think
Minshew?
he.
Didn't
Ooh,
Brissett
okay.
lead?
Either
I
way, either way, we're
Yeah,
picking
yeah.
between Minshew and Brissett. Okay, yeah. Give me the Giants. So I got them at 2-2 at this point.
2-2. I agree. Uh, Commanders, I'm taking that as an L for the Giants.
Oh, for the Giants, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Saints,
Saints. Ooh,
uh, this is tough. So if I'm going on QB chemistry with what they already have, I think Shook, what's his name? Shook,
Shaw.
whatever his name is. I think he showed more promise in chemistry with his team than Dart did with his team last year. But the
Mm,
Giants defense was really good last year already.
yeah, and it's. I
So
mean, Arvell Reese. You throw Arvell Reese into the mix, but you subtract the Dexter Lawrence.
I'm not too worried about that. I think they'll be fine. I'm gonna give, you know what? I'm gonna be generous. I'm gonna give that to the Giants.
Giants. I'm gonna say. Hmm. I think the Saints pulled that one out because of what you were saying. I'm assuming healthy Chris Olave. Tyler Shaw, year two, we expect QBs to take a leap going from their rookie year to sophomore year.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know who they drafted. I probably should have
They got Jordan Tyson.
Jordan Tyson.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, you're right. They did get Jordan Tyson. So yeah, give me the Saints. Give me the Saints on October 18th. Noon.
All right. Uh, L is coming for them with the Texans. That
Texans.
defense is atrocious, is
Hmm.
a nightmare.
I'm
So
agreeing with you.
yeah,
I'm agreeing with
I'm
you.
giving them an L against the Eagles.
Yes, sir. Me
I'm
too.
giving them. I'm saying we're sweeping the Giants. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
sleep on.
Yeah,
I think.
JD5 has never lost against the Giants,
Oh,
so
that's
I'm
another
gonna.
prime time. Oh yeah, you got a prime time. What's the 12th? What's the 12th?
I think that's 2 weeks
That's
before
a
Thanksgiving.
Thursday. That's a Thursday night game. Short week. Who do y'all got before that? I don't know who you got, but they got. Okay, they got
They
the
got the
us right
Eagles, and then
before. Oh yeah, they're gonna
yeah,
be
yeah,
beat up.
yeah.
They're gonna be
Y'all are
beat
gonna beat
up
them
after
up.
that game. You said what?
Y'all are gonna beat them up, and they're gonna be tired.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um,
All right. Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that. Short week, Thursday night. Even
yeah.
though they're at MetLife, doesn't matter. Commanders.
Uh, I have the
Give me the
Jaguars beating
Jags.
them.
I do too. Jaguars won 14 games. They what, 13, 14 games last year? What
Yeah,
the
but
hell?
that's also because I mean, in my opinion, they had the Titans not to worry about, and
Charmin ultra soft schedule is what you're saying.
yeah, well, I wouldn't say that they showed promise, but I don't think they're going to win 13 games again, or however. I think they could very possible win the division if CJ Stroud continues to fall off. Um, but I
Big,
don't know.
big bounce back year for him.
Yeah,
Needed.
yeah.
Needed.
Um, I will say this. I'm going to give the Giants this win against the Colts because why? That is week 12. Week 12, by week 12, the Colts should have fallen off by now. We
Yeah.
all know that the Colts will play good in recent years. They'll play good for like the first half of the year and then they fall off somehow. Um, so I'm gonna give that dub to the Giants.
The Giants. It's just so tough. Like, I mean, similar to what you're saying, I just don't know what that team's going to look like. I have no idea what they're going to look like at week
Hmm.
one versus, I mean, some of these other teams you don't know also, but you have at least a better idea. Colts, who knows?
What you going with?
I mean, it's a crapshoot. Give me the Colts.
All right.
It's in Indy. Give me the Colts.
They're taking a L in San Fran,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
is that away or home? I got where's
San Fran, they are. That's at MetLife. So They're at
Listen,
home.
it doesn't matter. Um, unless this is the injured season, the 49ers always get injured. Um,
Oh yeah, well, the unit
so
substation,
if it's the
unit
injury,
substation plant.
yeah. If they get too injured where all their players and they're not going to make the playoffs, then they can easily get that dub. But yeah, we'll see. They're definitely taking an L against the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm. In Seattle, they're gonna. I feel like, but we've gone on a little bit of a run here. L. At least I have, and
I
so
said
I'm
they're going to
thinking
win against the Colts.
you did say that. But even outside, like for me, I'm like they're gonna win one of these games. Where we're like, I feel like they're gonna win at least one of the games between the 49ers and the Seahawks. I feel like they're not gonna lose both of those games back to back
I feel they
because
have a better
it
chance
won't
against the
make any sense.
49ers.
Better chance at 49ers.
I think
Super
so.
Bowl hangover. Super Bowl hangover. No,
Mm, the,
no Super Bowl
the
hangover for the Seahawks.
the Seattle defense is crazy too.
They do have a good
I'm
defense.
more worried
Good
about Seattle's
defenses. I
defense.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
What defense would you rather face? Seattle's defense coming off of last year or San Fran's defense?
Oh, San Fran. But
Yeah.
San Fran, they didn't have Freddie. Freddie was hurt. Freddie's gonna be back this year. He's
They may not have
still Seahawks. Still
McCaffrey,
Seahawks.
Kittle, or Purdy.
Still,
They may
still
not.
Seahawks. Still Seahawks. But they will at least have Fred Warner back this year.
All right. I give the Giants the win against the Browns. Um, I give uh I'd give them
In
the L
Detroit.
against Detroit.
In Detroit. I think that's gonna be a scrapper. Give me the Giants. I like them in Detroit. Oh, that's it. What day is that? That's
Monday Night
Monday.
Football.
Monday night.
Hmm.
Monday night football, baby. Yeah, they're gonna surprise some people on that one. The Giants are taking that one.
Really? Okay.
Yes, they are. Yes,
Because
they
I
are.
thought they were going to
Quote
surprise
me.
people the last 2 weeks. I got
Quote
them winning
me.
both last games.
Oh yeah, they'll win the last game against the Eagles because it won't matter to us.
I figured.
No, but realistically, I mean, like, I think a split is realistic, regardless of you know situations. I feel like it's a division game. Week 18, sure, but depending on who's playing for what, it's still gonna be a scrap. Um, Giants. I'm kind of working backwards. That was with Eagles, Giants, and Cowboys. Yeah, I think the Cowboys take this one.
So I have them finishing at 7-10,
Let's see. I got
which is pretty on track with
so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got them 6-11.
all right. So we're
Six
pretty
and 11. Let's see.
close.
Let's see what their over under wins is. Let's see. Okay, so Vegas has them at 7.5 wins. So we both are saying under.
Yeah. I mean, I should say I do believe they will
I
be
mean, you're right there
touchdowns
on the
for this.
line.
Yeah,
Uh,
I didn't know that, but yeah, I'm not as impressed. I mean, I'm impressed with what they did in offseason, don't get me wrong, but I respect John Harbaugh. I think he's going to get them in shape. I just think it's too early. They don't have that cohesion yet, but
mhm.
we'll see. We'll see. We could be flat out wrong. Who knows? We'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah, and it's usually you know what I'll say about that. It's
Mm,
usually teams in this position where there aren't really any expectations. No one's expecting them to
mhm.
be good. That sometimes they figure it out early and they mesh. And I thought I heard red. Sorry, they mesh early on and they just kind of figure it out and they end up kind of winning 11, 12 games. And you're like, what the? Who would have thought?
Not to mention that the league, I mean, I guess that's how the league like works out, but they tossed him a couple extra games that they should win, like the Saints and the Browns. Those are some extra games that I think they're either last place scheduled games or whatever. So they get that help as well.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So moving on, we're going to move on to the 7 and 10 and 6 and 11. We're going to go to the Cowboys since we don't have a Cowboys representative. This one's a little harder to read, and Cowboys are always extra, you know them. Um, so same thing. We're going to do the same thing really quickly. Go through. First up is the Giants. I got that as a dub for the Cowboys.
Yeah, no.
I actually have them. Let me check my calendar. I have this first meeting with the Commanders as a dub for the Cowboys.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I have them losing in Rio.
Oh, it's gonna be. See, listen. I need to be looking at here. That's where I need to be looking.
Can you see it on your screen?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, no. I was just like I was doing some searching over
Mm,
here about like over,
got you.
under win total and whatnot. Yeah, loss.
Yeah. Uh, whew, that's a tough one. That Texans game. You know what? I'm going to go with the Texans on this one.
I'll go Cowboys. I'll go
That's a tough one.
Cowboys. I'll go Cowboys because I feel like that is still early enough that CJ Stroud, I think he has a costly interception late to whom other than the rookie Caleb Downs, and that cost him the game.
Mm. See, I think the Texans defense matches up with Dallas's offense better than Dallas's defense matches up with the Houston offense. Now I know CJ Stroud has his issues in the playoffs, but I'm not going to sit here and disrespect Nico Collins just yet. And they're going to
Mhm.
take Dell back too. So we'll see how that works.
Yeah.
Um, the Bucks. I'm going to give them a dub against the Bucks.
Thursday night. Hmm. A Thursday night football game. You're giving them the L. I'm gonna give them.
No, I gave them the dub.
Oh, you give him a dub. I'm gonna give him a dub too. I'm gonna give him a dub because this is setting up for classic Cowboy season.
All
At
right,
this point, I
so
got them 4-1, and you
okay.
know how they're feeling.
They feeling themselves. I give them an L against the Packers.
L against the Packers
It's in Green Bay.
is in Green Bay, and it's on the. This is a primetime game. Sunday night football at Lambeau.
Hmm.
Oh my God, that place is gonna be rocking, brother.
Carson's gonna be ready.
Yeah. Ooh, Micah.
Hmm.
Yeah, Packers.
Ooh, okay. Here we go. So actually, I'm gonna give
One,
y'all a
two,
split.
three, four,
I'll
five.
say that right now with the Eagles. So I'm gonna say
This is in Philly. Oh, another one. This is
this
a
is in
Monday
Philly.
night. It's
Yeah,
a
so I'm
Monday
gonna
night.
give that to y'all.
A Monday night game in Philly. Ooh, yeah.
Oh
They're
wait, wait,
gonna.
wait, 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 wait. Hold up. Y'all play Dallas on Thanksgiving?
We do. That is Thanksgiving.
Oh no, I'm gonna
Yeah.
switch it. I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna switch it. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
give them the dub there.
I
I
mean,
think y'all
okay.
went.
I mean, Thanksgiving. Ooh, man, that is their game. That's their staple. They don't always
I
win them,
want
but
them to
we're
lose every
playing
time on
them.
Thanksgiving.
Nah, I'm still sticking with them birds.
Okay. All right.
If they're
Let's
playing in
say
Philly, yeah, yeah, dog. Sorry, go
uh we're going on to the Cardinals. If they don't beat the Cardinals, dog.
ahead. They should. They should, and they will. That's a dub.
All right. The
Colts.
Colts,
That's a dub too.
that's a dub. They're really fitting themselves right now. I give them an L in San Fran. It's going to be a tough game, but I give them an L.
I'm gonna give him the dub on this one. I'm gonna give him the
Mm.
dub on him because you
Uh,
know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give him the L against the Titans.
what?
Yeah, because it's bro, like you got to think about it. Like each team is not gonna do what they're
They're
supposed
going to
to.
be upsets for sure.
And I'm thinking like they're gonna come off that game against the Niners feeling like their shit don't stink, and then they're just gonna underestimate the Titans, and something's gonna happen. It's gonna be one of them games where you're just like, what the hell?
See, I think it's more
What the
likely that the
hell?
Colts beat the Cowboys than the Titans, but
And it could be one of them. It could be one of them. I mean, look, we're guesstimating, but I think that something like that is gonna happen. They're gonna lose a
all
game where
right.
they shouldn't.
All right. Uh, so we got the Eagles again on Thanksgiving. I'm putting that as a dub for the Eagles. I hope y'all beat them. I obviously I'm not an Eagles fan, but
Oh
I
wait, sorry.
rather Dallas lose anytime. I don't care.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to clarify. I got them losing to the Eagles in Philly on October 26th. What is that?
Yeah.
Or the week 5? But
Hmm.
yeah, I do got the Eagles losing to them on Thanksgiving. Yes.
So you're sweeping the Cowboys.
No. I'm saying Eagles winning in Philly, Cowboys winning on Thanksgiving in Dallas. So we're splitting.
Oh, you're losing on Thanksgiving. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Eagles are going to lose on Thanksgiving.
All right. So Seahawks, that's a L.
Hmm. Hmm. Another prime time. Let me see what this one is. A Monday night. Monday night. God. Monday night in Seattle. Yeah, Seahawks, baby. That's Seahawks for sure.
All right. Then we got the bye, and then we got these what is that? The Rams.
Hmm.
Rams. Who all right, we're coming in the home stretch. Let me think. It's coming off a bye. I think they're feeling themselves. They're trying maybe they get their stuff back together. I think they get a win there in LA.
I agree. I agree. Win in LA. I think win in
Um,
LA. Ah, Jaguars. Sunday
I think they
night.
take a L against the Jaguars.
I'll say they'll win. I think they're gonna win against the Jaguars. Win against the Jaguars, and then they're gonna. Is this game gonna matter? This game will matter. They'll lose to the Giants. Lose to the Giants.
You know what? That's tough. Hold on. Mm, I think they. Mm, there's no way, right? There's no way. I have us winning against the Cowboys that last week. I have us splitting with them. Um,
Yeah.
so that means you know what? Fuck it. It's the first schedule release. I think they lose Giants and Washington. Oh, that's tough. Did I say that the last round?
That's what I need to go back and I haven't been marking down. I don't know if I'm being consistent with
Yeah, maybe I'm not
divisional
being
games.
consistent. You know, give them the dub against the Giants and then the L against the Commanders. That's 9-8 for me.
You got him at 9-8. See, okay, so
Yeah.
I gave him a dub against the Jaguars. I got him losing against the Giants, and then oh, okay, no. I didn't realize I had him sweeping y'all. So I'm gonna change week 17 against the Commanders to a L. So I got him at 10-7.
All right, 10-7,
10-7.
9-8. All right, cool.
And their over under is currently at 9.5 wins.
Bro, that's two in a row.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's two in a row. I'm
Yeah, no, we're
maybe
clocking. We're clocking it.
it's almost like we know ball, you know? It's almost like we know what we're talking about. All right.
Yeah.
So, uh getting some text from the wife, so let's speed it up a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Speed run. I got one too. That's crazy. They probably
yeah,
got that coordinated, bro. Because no way
it's
they take the
almost
ball.
like they were friends
Yeah.
already. Um,
All right.
so
Let's
all
do
right,
it.
Eagles. I'm gonna let you go through really quickly.
I'll go. Yeah, yeah. I'll go speed run it. All right. Give me Dub Commanders, Dub Titans. In fact, let me mark it over here. Dub Commanders, Dub Titans, Bears. Ooh, yeah. Dub there too to get our get back. L against the Rams. L against the Jaguars. Dub Panthers. Dub Cowboys. Ooh, November 1st. What is that? You remember what I did? We already go over y'all, you and us.
I got us splitting with y'all,
That's
so
a Sunday night. Dub, Dub, Giants. Ooh, I think they might lose this one at home to the Giants. Steelers, Dub. Cowboys, L. Cardinals, Dub. Colts, Dub. Seahawks. Ooh, but they gotta come to Philly, and this is the true test of Sean Mannion's offense against a high-powered Seahawk defense. I don't know, man. That one's tough because then they got to play the Texans defense right after that. Oh my god! At least both are at home, but oh my god, we got a little bit of a gauntlet to end the season. Yikes! Okay, I'm gonna say Dub Seahawks, L Texans, Dub Niners. Did I say the Giants are winning that last one? Because it doesn't matter. It might matter, but I'm still gonna give them the win. So what do I got? One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think I got 11 and 6.
11
11,
6.
11 and 6 for the Eagles.
All right. We'll go over this in a little bit more depth in a bit, but I got L week one Commanders, L Bears. I think it's going to be a shocker. Not easy, it's not going to be an easy one, but I think something will pull out. And I'm not a huge fan of Caleb Williams, but I feel like Ben Johnson's going to pull something out.
He's
Um,
a mastermind, dude.
yeah, yeah. Let's see. Your next L will come against the ooh. What is this away? That's in Jaguars. I think L against the Jaguars.
That one's in, I think, London or
It's in
something.
London. Yeah. Actually, no. I'm gonna say you win the Jaguars, you lose to the Rams. But you win the Panthers, the Cowboys, the second Commanders game, and the
Mm-hmm.
Giants. You go on a little run right there. I got you losing to Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
It's week 11, and that's when they're going to start getting serious about playoff contention. That's usually when they start finding things out. Got you winning against Dallas on Thanksgiving, win there, and Arizona. Uh, Dub Colts, L Seahawks. I know it's at home for y'all, but it's not like the Seahawks aren't cool with playing with loud crowds. I think they're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think Dub Texans. Ooh, L 49ers. If the 49ers are playing for playoff hopes, it's a L for y'all, and then you beat the Giants. So I got y'all going 10 and 7.
10 and 7. Okay. Over under wins is set at 10.5. So, I mean, again, we're right there. You picked under, I picked over.
All right, now is where me and Vegas are going to disagree. I already know. I already know. Um, okay. So really quick, like I said already, I got us going a dub against the Eagles week one. I think they're still trying to figure things out, and I think it's going to be more like 2024 where it's kind of a shock, right? A lot of
Okay.
people aren't expecting Commanders to do much this season. So I think, David Blau's new offense and stuff like that. I think we're going to shock some people week one. Immediately after that, it's going to get a little dark. Um, we take a L against the Cowboys and the Seahawks back to back, 1-3, and then we go to London. It's a home game, but it's London. Uh, in my most optimistic feelings, I feel like we can beat them. My only worry is that I explained to you earlier is the Colts in the beginning of the season, they play good early on.
Mhm. Yeah.
Now my only question is Daniel Jones going to be back by this time? Because I don't know who their backup is if not. So uh gave us the dub there. So right now I have us at 2-2. We get a dub against the Giants, that's 3-2. Uh 49ers L, Eagles L. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Eagles L, Rams L, Giants dub, Bengals Monday Night Football. We all remember what happened last time on Monday Night Football with the Bengals dub. Um, Cardinals dub, Titans dub. So we had like a L section and like a dub section. I'm gonna give us an L against the Texans, a dub against the Falcons, a uh honestly by the day after Christmas, I think that's a dub for the Vikings. I don't think they'll be playing for much this season. They have a tough division. So I'm going to say that's a dub. I think a L in for Jacksonville and close the season with a dub for Dallas. Now this is the most optimistic. I tried to push for optimism, Commanders fans, and the truth is, we just don't know. We just don't know if I promise you, if JD5 plays 15 games, we're winning 10 games. If it all depends on injuries, right? But by that time, I think we can do if he's healthy for 17 or at least 15 games, we're winning 10 games. I have faith in that. So I got them at 10-7.
Okay. Okay. Listen, I mean, that's better than I thought you were going to say when you started out saying that it got a little hairy. It got a little hairy towards the beginning, and
It's a tough schedule in the
it's a
beginning.
tough draw to start out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I think if Jaden Daniels can return to his rookie year and obviously be healthy, right? I think that's the biggest key. We don't know because
Mhm.
he got hurt last year, but yeah, I think that makes y'all really dangerous. So I'll go. I think I got okay. So I had to stay consistent with, and this one I was going back to see what I
Right.
picked for the Eagles. So I had to stay consistent there. So I got L Eagles, L Cowboys, L Seahawks. So 0-3 to start. But then dub Colts, dub Giants, L San Fran on Monday night. You get the bye. You come out the bye. Eagles on Sunday night. L. LA dub. I gave y'all a dub.
Hold on.
I got the Eagles sweeping the Commanders.
You have the Eagles sweeping the Commanders.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Also, I will say this. If what you say is true, if what you say is true, we lose those first three games. Dan Quinn is coaching for his job in London.
Mhm.
And that's unfortunate because that's
And he
that's a
pulls it
tough
out.
one.
And he pulls it
That's a
out. He gets a
that's
dub.
a
He gets a dub in London.
tough one.
He gets a dub. And yeah, I agree. Um, okay, so where was I? Like I said, okay, Eagles. I gave y'all a dub against the Rams, a dub against the Giants, an L against the Bengals. I think Jamar Chase game. If Joe Burrow is healthy, Jamar Chase, who knows? Uh, dub against Cardinals, dub against Titans, L against Texans, dub against the Falcons, an L against the Vikings, an L against the Jags, and a dub against the Cowboys. So I got y'all at 8 and 9.
The Jamar Chase stuff doesn't bother me. Uh,
Just predictions, brother. Just
yeah, yeah,
predictions.
yeah. The Jamar Chase don't bother me. I mean, he's a great, don't get me, great wide receiver, but even
Good.
when St. Juice was guarding him, we still whooped on them in their house, and this time it's in our house. Um, the sweep. So I'm trying to remember the divisions. You got us. You got this. You got the Eagles sweeping them, and then you have the Cowboys. You had
Split,
them L
splitting with the Cowboys.
splitting, and then the Giants. What did you have them at? Dub here and
Uh,
dub.
was that week 5? I gave y'all a dub in week 5, and then I think I gave y'all. I think I have y'all sweeping the Giants. I do. I do have y'all sweeping the Giants.
Okay, okay. So what is that? 3-3. Um, yeah. So 8 and 9. I'm going to stay optimistic. Um,
Over under wins 7.5.
yeah, I know, and I
Oh,
think
oh yeah, you are. Yeah.
here's my thing, and I'll say this because I know we
So I
have to
took the
go.
over for what it's worth.
Yeah. Um, here's my thing. When we went to the NFC Championship game, the next year, when we were on our high horse, right? We were like, oh, everything's good, blah, blah, blah. Everybody was like, it's 1 year. Jeff, let's see him do it again, right?
Hmm.
This year, or this past year, excuse me, went really bad. Why? JD got injured by the second game.
Hmm.
We lost first string running back, all of our defensive edges, our wide receiver 1, 3, 5, 4. We had so many injuries. Um, and then we talk about this year, and everybody is saying something that's really bothering me, and I want to address it right now. They're like,
Get your shit off
oh,
the team.
Washington's not nothing. JD is injury prone. He's injury prone. How can you be injury prone from being injured for 1 year?
Mhm.
I thought injury prone meant that you were out for multiple seasons. So the reason I relate to the first year is because if it's too early to say that he's that good for the NFC Championship game off of 1 year, how is it that you can say he's injury prone
Mhm.
off of 1 year? That doesn't make
Right.
sense to me. So no, I don't think JD is injury prone. Now, if he has a season-ending injury here, not any injury, a season-ending injury here this year, then I hear the arguments, yes, is injury prone. But every player has an injury during the season. It might be
Yeah.
small, it might be big.
So, well, let me. I'll let you finish. I'll let you finish, and then I want to respond, but I want to make sure you're getting your
Right.
yeah.
So every player is going to have some sort of hamstring thing throughout the season. It might be small, might be big, or there are going to be injuries throughout the entire season. But for me to consider you as injury prone, you have to be done for a season for multiple years.
Hmm. Okay.
Because why are we talking about injuries that don't take you out of football?
Okay.
They don't matter.
So let me raise you this,
Hmm.
and I agree. And as an Eagles fan, I dealt with this with like the Wentz stuff. Because okay, so he tore his ACL, and the next year he gets hurt in the playoffs because he gets speared in the back of the head by Jadeveon Clowney. Two completely unrelated and separate injuries, but because it knocked him out the game, people were like, injury prone. And I felt the same way. I was like, I don't think this would qualify as injury prone. But I don't know if I myself have a clear definition of what would. So I'm just like reviewing Jaden Daniels' year last year. So it looks like it says a knee sprain in week 2,
Hmm.
hamstring issue week 7, dislocated elbow week 9, which he later aggravated in week 14. So
Wait, he had a
my
what? What was the last one? Sorry.
the last one was he dislocated his elbow obviously in week 9, and it says he re-aggravated it in week 14.
Yeah. So basically, week 2 was against the Packers. happened with his knee when Michael tackled him. Week 7 was against the Cowboys. That was in the pocket, and it was a low tackle, but legal apparently. Low tackle hit his other knee, and mind you, the first knee was a lot worse. The second knee, it took him out like maybe a game. And at that point, people were kind of freaking out. The Seahawks game where he dislocated, everybody saw that. No tears, no nothing. But I think because of his stature, it looked more gruesome than it actually was. He didn't tear anything um, by week whatever that was. Um, it was against the Vikings, and we weren't playing for anything anyways. People were wondering if we should even put him back out there at that point in the season because we weren't playing for playoff hopes. It's kind of like we're just playing to play. So, yes, he had multiple injuries throughout the year. None of them were big enough to sideline him for more than 4 games, right? So they were each different tweaks. Now, to be fair, the first year that he played, he hurt his ribs against the Panthers. Mind you, he didn't miss any games after that. Why? Because they were playing for something, one. And the one they were playing for something. And two, players play with injuries all the time. So when I think of an injury prone quarterback, who do I think of? Joe Burrow, right? Great quarterback, but he has been out of for a season multiple times. I see that as injury prone. I see while a Hall of Fame, no doubt player, Christian McCaffrey is also injury prone. Just because you are injury prone doesn't mean you can't be a great player.
Right.
But I'm saying it's way too early. Just like it's too early for us to say, "Oh, NFC Championship, he's going to do it every year." Blah blah blah. It's way too early to say he's injury prone for me.
Yeah, no, and I agree. I agree with you because it's been 1 year in total, 1 year of him being injured and missing games. I was going to ask. So let's say this next year, he has a similar year in terms of he has 2 to 3 unrelated injuries that require him to miss, I don't know, 4 to 5 games total throughout the year. And as a result, those games, like you drop those games and they impact, where you think you would have been playoff spot. Let's say, and I know this is hypothetical and we can play ifs and ands all day. If that were to happen, would you then label him injury prone or still no because it wasn't one single season defining injury?
Interesting. One, I think if he misses 4 games, I'm good with that. I mean, I'm not good with that. Obviously, I
Right.
want him to play every game. Last year, he only played 7 games. So
Mm.
if he plays 4 games, or if he misses 4 games, I would think that it's because of 1 or 2 injuries, and then the head coach is like, "No, we're not taking a risk this time."
Mm.
And then they don't play him this year, or they don't play him that supposed next game, and they save him for more games. Because honestly, I'm happy. I mean, I'll tie this back um, in a bit, but I'm happy that we get Eagles week 1. None of this towards the end of the year, twice in December type. No, 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 no.
Mhm.
Let's get everybody healthy. No excuses. No injuries. Let's put it down
Yeah.
on the gridiron and see what's happening.
Yeah.
So I want to see JD5 in those games. Now, let's say an injury does happen some part in the season. I much, much, much rather have Marcus Mariota going up against the Titans and the Cardinals in the latter half of the season than I do him having to face the Seahawks, the Eagles,
Mhm.
uh, you know, Dallas, 49ers, all these teams early on in the season. So yeah, I think we're gonna shock some people because people tend to forget how good of not a total quarterback JD was, but a pocket passer. Like they're like, oh, he can't run. Like we're gonna get injured. No, he's actually a very accurate quarterback. But regardless, I know the wives are getting irritated, and we'll have plenty of time to talk about
Plenty of time
what to
talking about it.
expect this season. Um, but
So
so you have, to my memory, you have the Giants going 6-11. You have Dallas going 10 and no
10 to
10
7.
and
10
7.
and 7.
You have the Eagles going
11 and 6.
11 and 6, and you have us going 8 and 9, which
8
means
and
you have
9. Yes, sir.
Eagles winning for a third time in a row, the NFC East, and
Fly,
Cowboys getting
Eagles,
second.
fly. I'm just kidding.
Um, I in turn I do have the Eagles winning, which is surprising to me, but that's what I went game by game. Um, I did say earlier that I'm not as threatened by the Eagles as I used to be. Does that mean they're not a great team? No. I think they're, still a great team. But I would say, for example, the Chiefs are less threatening now, but they're still it's still
Yeah,
Patrick Mahomes,
yeah.
like you still gotta respect it.
There's a little
So
more parity in the league than there has been in years past.
exactly.
Liverpool
So
man, all that.
I have us making the playoffs, and Unc asked me this question last episode. He's like, "What do y'all want from this season?" And it's the same thing I told you last year because it didn't happen last year.
Mm-hmm.
I want
Mm-hmm.
people to see our W on their schedule and have to worry about us. I don't want
Respect.
because we're chalking up the Titans and the Cardinals as easy dubs. They're doing the same thing to us, and I find that disrespectful.
Wow. Wow.
Because the Cardinals are going through their schedule. Where can we get a win? Where can we get a
They're
win?
thinking
The
we can get
Commanders.
one. We can
We
get
can
one
get
against
one
these
from. I don't
Manders.
like that. I don't like
With
that.
these Manders, we can get us a
I
dub.
want respect. That's
Trust.
what I want. So, any last thoughts before we close out?
No, I mean, I guess my answer to that question, what do I want from this season? I want some Jalen Hurts respect. I think, you know, and you were saying this earlier, and people don't know who were tuning in. We were having this conversation. The Jeff and Jenny and Calliope came over. We had a nice evening.
Mm-hmm.
But this topic got brought up, and Jeff said that a bad OC, Kevin Patullo,
I
a
said what?
bad OC is not an excuse for an offense with firepower. To which I wholeheartedly disagree. We done seen instances of teams who have the talent, but they don't have the cohesion. They don't have the scheme. They don't have the brotherhood. They don't have the trust. Whatever it may be, the players themselves, the X's and O's, you know, or you can't have the Jimmys and the Joes without the X's and the O's. I'll say that. Jimmy and Joe's are just working on the street without the schematic behind it, without
Mm-hmm.
somebody designing it, playing off their strengths, mitigating their weaknesses. Kevin Patullo wasn't doing none of that for the Eagles last year. And again, this is what I said to Jeff at the house. And it's the last thing I'll say. Jalen Hurts, not without fault. Offensive line didn't play great. Defensive line, where were they at all year? So it's not just him, but we got Sean Mannion. Nick Sirianni's been told, hey, keep your grubby hands off the offense. First year since he's been there, they've said this to him. Keep your hands out of the offense. And so I'm excited to see what it looks like. I think the Eagles will win the division again, back to the playoffs. Who knows? Maybe surprise some people. Can't be another first round bounce. Can't be. That's all I'll say. Go Birds.
Well, really quick before
Oh, here we go.
I want to clarify something. I want to clarify that statement. Most teams, you are correct, right? That offense coordinators. I was speaking towards directly your roster, who has been successful in winning the NFC East multiple times, years in a row, with different offensive coordinators. Hold on, hold on,
I'm just
hold
going to
on.
say they haven't been repeat division champs since I don't know how long. It's always
Y'all
altered.
did it last year. So what I'm saying is, with
I'm
your
saying
worst
that's the
offensive
first time in
coordinator,
a while. Continue.
with your worst offensive coordinator. So what I'm saying what I'm saying is, for Jalen Hurts this year and the Eagles as a team, I'm not taking offensive coordinator difference as an excuse, because you have proven that Jalen Hurts has had what, five different offensive coordinators,
Mm-hmm.
and
In
has
the NFL.
won NFC East in three of them. Not an excuse. I don't want to. I don't want to hear it.
So what are you saying with that statement? Help me read between the lines on that.
There's no reading between the lines.
So
I think the Eagles roster is good enough to win. Period. If you can win the NFC East with your worst offensive coordinator you've had since, I guess,
they
the
went 11 and
previous
6,
days.
mind you. They went
Yeah,
11 and
yeah, yeah,
6.
yeah, yeah.
They
I mean,
didn't
you had a
win
great
like
defense. There are other
13,
factors. I'm
14
aware
games.
there are other factors. I'm aware of this,
Yeah.
but I think it's not an excuse for me. You can't say, "Oh, we had a different offensive coordinator. We got to get used to it." So did you last year, and the year before that, and the
It's
year before
not,
that.
I want to
It's
clarify,
not an
it's
excuse.
not the difference in coordinator. I'm not saying, oh, Jalen Hurts didn't have the same play caller. It's that Kevin Patullo was an incompetent play caller. And you cannot have an incompetent play caller in the NFL, no matter who you have on the team, and expect to go to the promised land, which is win a Super Bowl. You might be able to win the division if the division is bad, which it was last year. Like I said, they won 11 games and they won the division, repeat champs. 11 games is nothing to sneeze at, but it's not 13, 14 wins pushing for the one seed in the conference. They won
The
11
thing that
games.
you're missing
They
is
got
if
bounced.
you.
They got bounced in the first round at home, dog. And
The
you're
thing
telling me
is
that's okay. Like that's acceptable from an
that
organization.
it is unacceptable for you because you have higher standards. Now, with that being said, if you win 11 games, nobody's going to be asking y'all for excuses. Everything's you won 11 games. Relax, it's good. Now the playoff time comes
See,
and you
that's
want to
different.
lose first round. Like I get that. Yeah, yeah, that's annoying. But you're not. They're not going to be like, oh, Jalen Hurts can't run an offense. No, they're like, oh, it's another offensive coordinator where they won the NFC East championship again. Like that's not no. Nobody's looking for
People
an excuse for 11 and 6 teams unless you're if you're saying this is our year, like some other fans, in Dallas every year, and you can't make it past the first round of the playoffs, that's different. That's different. You lost last year. Sucks. Big whoop. There can only be one winner.
listen,
Sorry.
I'll say this. I'll say this. Yes, like if this were the norm, people wouldn't be looking for an excuse. And I'm not even I'm not making excuses, right? Kevin Patullo was an incompetent play caller. That's fact, not excuse. Jalen Hurts wasn't his best. That's fact. Offensive line wasn't their best. That's fact. All that. But I'll say this: when it comes to a team being constructed the way that you're saying they were constructed, when their roster is built the way it's built, what is that
Mhm.
saying? Super Bowl window. When you're in the Super Bowl window, when you know your roster is built to compete year after year, and then you get bounced in the first round at home against Brock Purdy and Juwan Jennings,
They won
it's like
13 games last year too.
there's yeah, but that often they were beat up in that game. They didn't have Kittle. They didn't.
What are
They
we
all.
talking about here?
I'm,
They were
we're
they
talking
incompetent
context.
because
We're
they
talking
won 13?
context right now. We're not talking about win total. We're talking about what team showed up in that wild card game in Philly, and it was a beat up San Fran offense, and they still won. And that is the issue because Eagles are in a Super Bowl window when you know, hey, we're not going to be able to construct the offense or the defense this way. We're not going to have a young defense all on rookie contracts with a Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell and Jahad Campbell who haven't been paid yet. Jalen Carter, like we got to pay these guys eventually. We're in a window here, and
Mm.
for us to get bounced, like that's what I'm saying was the huge indicator that hey, like we can't put this product on the field from an offensive standpoint with this guy at the helm when we have the roster constructed this way, and hence he was fired after 1 year. So it wasn't just me who feels this way like
No,
that.
no, no. I'm not saying he didn't deserve to. I get it. Like the offensive coordinator wasn't that great. I'm saying I don't care. We don't get any excuses for all offensive
That's fine.
coordinators and defensive coordinators.
Well,
We don't
listen,
get
in
any
that case,
excuses.
I don't
When
care
we
that
suck,
Jaden
we
Daniels
suck.
got hurt last year. I don't care about that. I don't care about
Uh,
no excuses. He maybe he is injury prone. If he get hurt this year, whether it's turf toe, whether it's he got a cold one of the weeks,
a cold is
injury
wild.
prone label. If you miss a game, Jaden, if JD5, you miss a game, injury prone, dog. No excuses. No excuses.
I I don't think when you have proven that you can win with if you can win 10 plus 11 games,
He ain't proving nothing. He did it one time. I ain't proving nothing.
Jalen
What did he
Hurts,
prove?
Jalen Hurts has won multiple seasons with 10
Yeah.
plus games with multiple different offensive coordinators, has he not?
Why, okay, yes, he has.
So why is this time
Why
any
are you
different?
saying that though?
Why is this time any different? It's not an excuse. You can't be like, oh, we had a different offensive coordinator, so we couldn't win 11 games. No, it doesn't. You did it already. That's not an excuse. That's like LeBron going to Miami and being like, oh, we lost Spolstra or whatever, Spolstra. No, it didn't
In that
matter.
scenario,
It didn't
you're
matter.
comparing Jalen Hurts to LeBron James.
No, I'm not. I'm
That's
just
what
saying
you're
a
saying. Jalen
powerhouse.
Hurts
I'm
is
saying
so
the
good. It
team
doesn't matter
as a
who he got
unit.
calling plays. He
I'm
should be
saying,
going to the Super Bowl
I'm
every year.
saying the team as a unit were a powerhouse. The Eagles have been looked at as an offensive and defense powerhouse for the past 2 years. So when Braun went to Miami and they had Wade and Bosch and they were winning on going to finals every year, if Spoelstra wasn't the head coach and they didn't go, or I'm sorry, that's a bad example. But if Spoelstra if they switched out head coaches each year, you're gonna be like, oh, it's because of coach. No, you had what it took. You already did it. Y'all did it 3, 4 years in a row with different coordinators. It doesn't matter. It
I
doesn't
think
matter.
it. Okay, but
Maybe that was a
okay.
bad example. Maybe it was a bad example.
I just
But
want to. This is what I'll say from the coordinator standpoint, which I won't even make it a point of like the. I don't want to make it. I want to make it a proven point that I wasn't bringing up anything about the number of coordinators, which is a lot, and having a different coordinator every year that's tough. But that's not what I was saying. When it comes to the different coordinators, since you brought it up, Shane Steichen. Okay, first of all, we'll go back. Nick Sirianni, first year, 2021. He's calling plays to start out. Has to give it up because he's not doing a good job. They go, I don't know, they barely scrape it into the playoffs. They're like 8-9 or something. First round bounce. Next year, Shane Steichen calling plays. 2022, they go to the Super Bowl. They lose to the Chiefs. He gets a head coaching job the next year. The next year, Brian Johnson calling plays. Never called plays before. He gets relieved halfway through the season. First round bounce. The next year, Kellen Moore has called plays before. Super Bowl season, they win. The next year, Kevin Patullo hasn't called plays before. First round bounce. Are you noticing a pattern? When they hire somebody who has called plays and is good, they win. When they hire somebody who hasn't done it before, they're bad. Like
that's
so,
great.
yeah,
So why are you
they've done
hiring
it before in
people
the
who
past.
haven't done it before?
They've done it before in the past, like with 1 year of a guy calling the plays, but it's because he knows what he's doing. You can't just say,
If
"Oh,
that is
well,
your
y'all done it in
pattern,
the
like we're
past,"
doing
and
that
just
this year. We're doing that this year. So if that is that's not our pattern though. And frankly, we don't have time to switch over to that subject. But if that is your pattern and you know that, why do you keep filling the position with offensive coordinators that haven't called plays before or
and
haven't done it before?
that's a great question. That's a great
And the fact that you did
a great
that,
question.
the
Do
fact
you
that
think they
you
would have
did
learned a
that and
lesson
still won the NFC East
in spite of, not
in
because
spite
of?
in spite in
Yes,
spite of, sure, in
yes.
spite of, it's officially
Because of
now not
Jalen
an
Hurts
excuse.
and his
Period.
leadership ability and his QB1 elite level
And
of
I think
ball playing.
that things are gonna be a little bit harder without AJ Brown.
Oh yeah. Oh, I
But
mean, for
we'll
sure. It's
see.
not like things are going to get easier without AJ Brown. But I will say this: AJ Brown was not the same AJ last year that he was years prior. He was still elite and good, but like you watch him in that playoff game, and you tell me what AJ you were watching.
Oh, I watched the AJ that checked out.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know.
And like if he's
I don't
back
think
to
that's the same. I don't think it was an ability thing. I think it was more he checked out. He was like whatever. But
no,
I
anyway,
know our wives are
no,
feuding right now. So we definitely win about your wife was right. KD is right a lot of the time.
no, keep
But
it down.
she said you always say it's going to be half an hour, it's going to be an hour. Well, it's definitely an hour now.
Yikes.
So let's go ahead and get off. I appreciate y'all coming through, and there will be more episodes to come. I talked to y'all last time about our highlight reactions. They were pretty cool last year. We did a couple last year. They were fun. This year, I'm going to bring out something called the Mosh Pit. We have so many friends that are NFC East friends, except for Giants, of course. I don't know why. Like, Giants fans, come on, we need a rep. But I want to do a mosh pit where we have all of our fans, all of our friends and fans, and we're just arguing back and forth. There will be order to it, but there will also be a lot of chaos. So if you want to argue, please calm down, comment down below. Who's the best team in the division? Why does Hurts have to make excuses when he's already winning? Like things like that. That was a
See,
bullet.
I'm not taking the bait. I'm not taking the
Yeah, yeah,
bait.
yeah. Can
I'm
JD's
not gonna do
five
it.
stay healthy? Can Dak, lead the Cowboys
Can
past?
Dad get past the first round?
Can he win as many playoff games as JD
Can
five?
he make it to
No.
a conference
Can
championship?
can the Giants get a fan? Can the Giants get a
We need a
fan?
Giants fan. We need a
We
Giants
need a
fan back.
Giants fan.
So if you know
All
any,
right, y'all. We gotta go, but I appreciate y'all
boy,
coming through. See y'all next time.
go Birds.